Hey there, Fiorello.
Ah, the one, the only, Technomancer. A pleasure as always. What brings you here this fine day?
I found out where the girl's from.
That is great, great news.
Not for her, unfortunately. Turns out she was part of a female gang trying to come together as a rival to Anton Rogue's outfit. Fight barely lasted a round, but clearly it annoyed Anton enough to have one of them kidnapped and tortured to send a message.
So what happens to her now?
Just sending her back to her friends. One of the girls will probably come get her. What's the point of trying to hold her accountable for things she doesn't even remember? And she's already suffered enough.
You surprise me, officer. Open-minded, compassionate. A rare breed in your field of work. Sad to think she will just return to the streets. But what's to be done? Here, take this, for all your trouble. I hate to risk exploiting your kindness, but if I may.
Go on.
Since our little misadventure the other day, I'm always looking over my shoulder, feeling that those mob types are breathing down my neck, fearing I'm less protected than I ought to be.
Then you want bodyguards.
In a sense. But understanding that no ordinary citizen of abundance would suffice, and that such a task for you would be an insult, I was thinking that perhaps a strong mutant might do the trick. Word goes around that one might be able to make such an acquisition from the mutant pen in the slums. If you might make the trip for me, I could compensate you for the price of both the mutant and your time.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Again, thank you.
Slightest move, you're dead. Make the slightest move, you're a dead man. Make the slightest move, you're a dead man.
I've got a proposal for you.
What is it?
I've got an acquaintance who's looking for a large mutant who can be his bodyguard. He promises he'll be well treated.
No. Chief will never let him go work elsewhere. And he can't risk getting beaten up by the guards. The man should find himself another mutant. He must go back to work now.
Hello. I have a proposal for you. A merchant is looking for a bodyguard, and you look strong. He said that he would feed you if you protected him.
Big strong, big, very strong, and big always hungry.
If I understand, your name is Beg?
Yes, Beg is his name. Him wants good food and can protect man, but Chief man not let Beg leave.
You mean the pen supervisor? Don't worry, I'll go talk to him. Let's go. You can't just sit around while the
They would, but they're too...
I'm not here for excuses. You had enough convincing? Ready to work again now?
Yes, they will go back to work with their bad tools, which will make their work slower and deaths quicker.
What's the problem? Why aren't you working?
Their kind work like one. If one is hurt, they all cannot work.
Well, there'll be a lot more than one of them hurt.
They're sorry. They will find a way to go back to work.
Good. Just needed a little sense knocked into you. Hey there, you in charge of the mutant pen? Name's Technomancer, Ophir officer.
Hey, yeah. Pen's my responsibility. Sure. Dan Stewart, what can I do for you?
I'd like to buy the mutant who calls himself Beg.
Big Beg? Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen. Losing him be like losing the work of 4 other mutants. Nah, he's too strong to lose. Oh, great.
I managed to stop the rebellion. The mutants should resume work soon.
Well, there's a bit of good news. Sure it wouldn't have ended so well without your help. Probably would have lost my job, so thank you. Oh.
You weren't wrong. The supervisor doesn't want you to leave. Looks like he enjoys your strength too much. What if you refuse to work here, or initiate an incident so that he decides not to keep you?
Beg not understand what men want.
If you want to go with the merchant who will feed you, you must refuse to work here. Make some noise, you see?
Yes, Beg understand. Beg make noise and refuse work. Ha, ha.
Wonder if he realizes the consequences of what he's about to do. Better be ready to step in before something bad happens to him.
What's he doing? Why is he making trouble? He'll still have to work.
Beg no work more. No work more.
If he doesn't stop, he'll get beaten real bad.
No, let them beat Beg. No work more.
Then he gets what he asked for.
I need to step in.
Hey, what's going on here? You lost your minds? Break it up, you fucking parasites! Going after a human? Hell you thinking? And you? Why the hell you back here messing up the pen? Come on, go! Get out!
Look, I'm not trying to cause problems, but I already told you, I'm really interested in getting this slave. And since the others were just about to kill him...
They weren't gonna kill him. Maybe beat the shit out of him as a lesson. Like I'm gonna do to you if you don't get out and stay out.
Hey, just listen a second. This mutant's obviously showing a little rebellious streak. Leave him here. That streak might spread to the others, you know? Then what do you have? Plus, he refuses to work, so what good is he to you? Give him to me, and I'll make sure he gets back on track.
Fuck. Last fucking thing I need's a rebellion. Damn waste is what he is. Lebron. Fine, take him. Let him be your burden.
Then we have a deal. Think you could take him to a merchant in the exchange quarter for me? Name's Fiorello.
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? 'Cause I'm a fucking delivery service. Once I drop him off, though, I don't want to see you or hear another damn thing about him. He's your problem now, yeah?
Fair enough. Have a good one.
Slightest move, you're dead.
Hey there, Fiorello.
Ah, the one, the only Technomancer. A pleasure as always. What brings you here this fine day?
I see they got you the mutant.
Yes, a wonderful specimen. Words and all.
Beg. Mutant called Beg.
Beautiful! Yes, Beg! And his sheer size. Like he was simply built to dissuade any ill-intentioned folks from bothering us. Here, take this. To compensate you for all you've done. And feel free, anytime, to request any favor in return.
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Mutants are back to work, Captain.
Well done, Lieutenant. Now go see Ryan and get paid. Colonel Ian Mancer came by looking for you. Hope this isn't going to be a habit, Lieutenant. His problems aren't yours anymore. You're part of my unit now. We clear?
Of course. I'll go see him on my own time, not yours, Captain. Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Captain Eliza told me to come find you for my pay.
Indeed, I've been expecting you. Here you go.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always. What may I do for you? A word of warning, Zachariah. Words spreading about your missions. Things you've been able to accomplish, filled with troubling details that imply you have a mole in your midst. If there is an ASC spy amongst your ranks, he will not only know our secret, but eventually share it back to his master. We will, in no uncertain terms, be lost. All will be lost. So take care. And take care of it. Sooner rather than later.
Thank you for the warning. I assure you, I will get to the root of this. I gotta find that spy. Maybe I should ask around.
Lieutenant?
I want to know my men better. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Oh, great. Show and tell. Yay.
What do you do when you're off duty?
Nothing special. See my folks, I guess. They ain't getting any younger, so... And I give most of my paycheck to them, because I'm the only one they got left. Sister died. And I ain't married, so... When I ain't with them, I'm at the bar. Drowning in the shitstorm that my life's become. Not exactly a picture-perfect life, but it's mine. And hell, I get paid enough to help them out and buy my own drinks, so... What's there to complain about?
What do you think about Jeffrey Hunter?
He's a village idiot who thinks he can brown-nose his way to a promotion. Fucking reject. And no, he ain't my friend, if you haven't pieced that together.
I'm gonna leave you alone. Seems you'd rather be that way anyway. Hi. How much do you know about what's going on in the barracks?
Not much. I'm not really interested. I'm just a quartermaster, here to grease your wheels when they get rusty, not eavesdrop or gossip. Why are you asking? What are you looking to know?
What have you heard about my captain?
If you're looking for me to dish dirt, Lieutenant, you're barking up the wrong tree. She may be a woman, but this army could use more officers like her. She'd put herself in front of a bullet for her men. The army's her church. It's sacred to her. And she will and has come to blows with anyone or anything that threatens to tarnish its image. Word is, she's got one hell of a right hook.
What about Jeffrey?
I don't want to talk shit about anyone, not my style. But that boy's only barely sharper than a spoon.
What do you know about Dave Ward?
Quiet, brooding, asshole type. Not a talker, which is fine by me because he's not one I want to talk to.
Colonel Ian Mancer came by looking for you. Hope this isn't going to be a...
Of course. I'll go see him on my... Have a moment, Captain?
Depends what you need it for.
Just want to get to know you better, Captain.
I don't usually mix business and pleasure, Lieutenant, but... ask away and we'll see which questions I feel like answering.
You from Ophir?
Born and raised. Father was an officer. Mother was a quartermaster. And I've rarely ventured outside the walls but for a few scattered missions. Sound familiar, Lieutenant?
Very familiar, Captain. Except my parents weren't officers.
Which makes your rise even more noble, Lieutenant.
How was your rise to Captain earned?
Over time. But by no special action by me. Graduated as a corporal, and thanks to the brave men underneath me, their success in missions became mine in rank. No heroic feats to dazzle you with in stories. Just a lot of time and dedication that I'm proud of just the same.
What do you think of us?
Honestly, Lieutenant? I'm not quite sure yet. You Technomancers are new to me. Undoubtedly special, and capable of feats my other units couldn't dream of accomplishing, but... time will tell. That said, I've been quite impressed. I thought it was the definition of insanity to send you and so few of your men on some of those missions. Missions I would have anticipated needing 10 times the manpower for. So far, you've proven me wrong. A rare feat in itself. So even though it's taking some time getting used to, I couldn't be happier you're one of my troops.
Can I ask about your relationship with ASC?
Tread carefully, Lieutenant. One might start to wonder the purpose of your questions. But here's my answer. We're all forced to work with them, but it doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. Too much power too quickly leads to arrogance. They're brash and too quick to act. And quite frankly, as they've risen in power, it's no coincidence that the dissenters, deviants, and rebels have risen in numbers. They're a great source of intel, however they get it. I sleep better at night not knowing the means. But I've always thought the army was strength enough, that the ASC was overkill. I trust you won't repeat anything I've said, Lieutenant. I'd hate for both of us to find ourselves enemies of the state over a little frank conversation.
My lips are sealed, Captain, and I appreciate your candor and trust. More than you know. Everything's clean in here. Looks just like the captain's work. Nothing that implies she's working with the ASC. I can't open it without a code. Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Lieutenant, sorry to bug you, but I gotta talk to you about something. Look, Lieutenant, maybe it's just because I'm not used to life in the city, but...
Cut to the point, soldier.
I think we're being tailed, sir. I think someone's been watching us, but I don't know why.
All right. Any ideas how to figure out who it is?
Hell yeah. I ain't no hunter for nothing, sir. I'd say we could leave from, say, the barracks or something and head towards the exchange. But, you know, act casual like it's just another day. We just treat it like we're out for a walk. Then, once we know we're being followed, we lead him to a trap down a dead-end road. And pow! You've got him. Or her. Whoever it is.
That's one way to go. All right. Why not? Let's try it. See what happens. Have a second to talk?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. Like, just you and me, or...?
Yeah, just you and me. I like to know my men.
Wow, that's... yeah, that'd be a huge honor, Lieutenant.
So what's your life like when you're not on duty?
Tell you the truth, Lieutenant, not much to tell. I try to visit the city, make some friends, you know, because I don't really know too many folks yet. And my whole family's back in Greenhope, which is kind of too far to travel for my leave. And, oh yeah, there's also, you know, I try to still do some hunting. Though there's not much more than small critters in the underworks. Not a great hobby for the city.
You have a good childhood?
Oh yeah, you know it, Lieutenant. Really nice growing up, running around in the fields. Father gave me a crossbow, and I spent my time helping the farmers shoot critters hurting their crops. They were good times, Lieutenant, but everybody's got to grow up and move on. There was a lot of hunters in Greenhope, too. Plus, I always dreamed of being a soldier. Mostly, though, because there was a girl back home who loved men in uniform, so... Off I went to the big city to join up. And, you know, since I was a sharpshooter, they signed me up and sent me here. Still not used to it. All the buildings, all the folks, all the concrete. But I'm happy, though. At your command, Lieutenant.
How do you like Dave? You guys get along?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, he's not always the happiest guy in the world, but he's kind of bitter, but he's probably got a right to be. I always cheer him up, though, hoping he'll loosen up over time. Lieutenant, so nice to take a break, right? I wonder if I should go out for a walk. Need some fresh air.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. This must be a pic of his parents. And his damn notes. Bastard's got my whole schedule in here. And the names of every single person we saw together. Feels like a Green Hope souvenir stand. Kid must be missing home. Unless being messy's a crime, though. Doesn't look like he's doing anything wrong. Must have been Dave keeping tabs on me the whole time. Never would have believed it. Guess if you could spot them, though, they wouldn't be so damn powerful.
Lieutenant?
I know you're a drinking man, so what do you say we go grab one together?
Looks like it's my lucky day. Sure, why the hell not? Lead the way. So why don't you cut the bull and tell me why we're really here?
Sure.
You've been spying on me, Dave. Been reporting everything back to Victor. I don't like rats. That's not all right with me.
And what? You think I ever had a choice in the matter? Think I had the option to say no?
I don't care. All I know is they got all the intel they wanted on me from one of my own soldiers, and I don't know why. What's your angle, Dave? You bitter you got a Mancer as your lieutenant? I thought we were past all that. What'd they promise you? Promotion? Better pay?
Nothing but a promise they wouldn't hurt my parents. Is that a good enough reason? I don't like the ASC. Don't like what they're doing to Abundance. Don't like what they're doing to me. I don't like the deal they offered, and I don't like I didn't have a choice but to accept it. I ain't got no one but my folks since my sister died. Not that I expect you to shed a tear for me, but if I gotta choose between them and you, sorry, brother. You're on the losing end of that. If it helps, though, I don't think you're the full prick you were before we had this little chat. In fact, I might even have liked you in another time and place. But you're in deep shit now. And it's shit I don't want to get pulled into with you.
I don't want your blood on my hands, David, but I can't let you keep doing what you're doing. So I'm just gonna tell you to get the hell out of Ophir and don't look back.
I don't... Sure. Yeah, sure. Bye, Lieutenant.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always. What may I do for you?
I found the mole. David Ward was running lines for the ASC.
In these times, spies are everywhere. They used to be like rats, but now bear more resemblance to cockroaches. Should you see one, you can be certain 100 more reside in the walls, each placed there while their arms were twisted by the ASC. So, what happened with this Ward?
I couldn't find it in myself to kill him, so I released him and let him run, like a rat. I would assume he's still running and we'll never see him in Ophir again.
The full blame cannot be cast on him. There are few who the ASC cannot bend to their will. We'll cross our fingers. Hopefully this soldier is gone for good and does not find himself arrested before he should escape.
Hi.
Lieutenant!
Lieutenant, I was told Dave Ward has gone AWOL. Any idea where he is?
Sorry, Cap, I haven't got the slightest clue.
I see. This is bad. I have no choice but to declare him a deserter. I'm afraid there'll be gossip that you can't earn the respect of your men, and the Army's reputation will take another hit. I warned you to keep your head down, Lieutenant. I don't know what you did, but Colonel Victor was having you tailed during your missions, and now he's got a shitload to say about it, and none of it's good. I tried defending you, but the things he's saying? According to the Colonel, the level of violence you're bringing is making it difficult for the mutants to accomplish their repair work. I know it sounds absurd to reason with them instead, but we need them, and your tactics are slowing our progress.
I'm not there to be diplomatic, Captain. I'm there for a mission, which I accomplished, because the tough approach is all the mutants here.
Maybe the fault's ours, forgetting Technomancers aren't magicians. You can't work miracles, and if force produces results, minor delays are better than the rebellion we were otherwise facing. Victor also states you voluntarily jeopardized the lives of the officials you were charged with protecting. Want to explain that?
How do I explain something that's not? If I put those officials' lives in more danger, I'd have been risking my men's lives and mine as well. Why would I do that?
And the claims that you've been hiding vital intel for the sole benefit of your fellow Technomancers. Like an important research site on the shadow path of Aurora that didn't even register a line item in your reports?
Captain, the only thing I've ever done is accomplish the missions you gave me. Nothing more, nothing less. Never concealed anything, or had any other interest but abundances at the forefront. This is unfair.
I know what you've accomplished. Also know what he's saying. And even if he's not a fan of Technomancers, that alone wouldn't motivate him to make all this up to frame you. And the list of accusations and the details is long. Like your report on the deserters. Less truth than lies. Almost more lies than ink. Never would have expected it from you, Lieutenant. You flat out lied about Bulgakov. I can tolerate failure, Lieutenant, but lies are inexcusable. Do you take me for an idiot?
Captain, if I was in your shoes, I'd feel the same. But take a step back. All those missions you sent me on, all the success I brought back to you. Whatever the Colonel's after, it's not about my actions. There's gotta be something else.
I don't know, Lieutenant. I'm caught in the middle. And something in me feels there's more to it, too. Whether what he's saying is true or not, don't know what you did to piss him off. To make yourself his target, Technomancer or not. It's beyond me. Unfortunately, he's already called you in and I can't stop it. All I can tell you is watch your mouth. Behave like the soldier you've been since you joined my company and you'll come out just fine. I'll plead in your favor if it comes down to that. Let's just hope it doesn't. Get going. Colonel's waiting. Good luck. You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
There he is.
Zachariah, I was scared we were too late.
For what? What's going on?
There's no time to talk about it. You're in danger. Victor called you in, didn't he?
Yeah, wants to talk to me about...
No, he doesn't. It's a trap. It's just an excuse to get you there so they can arrest you. They will do whatever necessary to make you talk. I don't know what you Technomancers are hiding, but he's ready to do anything to find out.
He's got power, but he wouldn't...
Zach, listen to the girl. You stay away from that man. The crook, the pig.
Thanks, Scott. You need to listen to us, Zachariah. I know it's hard to hear, but if you stay here, You're gonna die.
Where would I even...
We take a rover and go. The town's filled with ASC looking for you now, but I know a road that'll help us avoid most of the troops.
Let's go, Zach. We need to go with the girl. No time to waste before that madman gets his hands on you. Now!
Looks like Victor knew you were on your way out. His men are everywhere.
Unfunctional!
Get him!
We got our know how to the barracks. The only place to